Hello Cancer and welcome to your Tarotscope reading for the summer of 2025. And welcome everyone to the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. My name is Debbie and we are reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising and your Venus placement for the entire summer. So this is going to take you obviously from the summer solstice to the fall equinox. So Cancer, let me just read my notes that I have for you and we will get started. We have our gods, goddesses, and guardians oracle deck. We have the Moonology deck. We have two tarot decks and the Ascended Masters deck as well to guide us. So everyone is going through transformation. We see it globally in the world. We see it in all the signs. And especially in summer, that's the perfect time for growth, for expansion, to highlight and illuminate the things that bring us joy and happiness. So, Cancer, summer of 2025 is, for you, it's a period of emotional depth, new beginnings, and personal growth, especially around your home and family, which for Cancer, it's all about the home and the family. Jupiter just went into Cancer, and it will stay there for a whole year till June 29th or 25th of 2026. Jupiter expands everything it touches. Everything good and everything not so good. It just expands everything. It doesn't disseminate. I'm only going to expand the great things, right? So Cancer, because you're very intuitive and you're a water sign, you're very heart-centered. So all of your emotions are going to be highlighted. Now this is expanding your capacity for love and healing some of those loving relationships that maybe have brought you some pain and sorrow in the past. This is going to illuminate your intuitive abilities, and it's also going to bring to surface some hurts that we've kind of pushed down. We've kind of pushed down and away, right? Some of those are ready to be healed, to be looked at, and to be released. So that's going to come up as well for the whole year for you, Cancer. But for the summer, and you're going to experience, again, a home and family is going to be your primary focus. And it's a great time to start nurturing yourself. So whatever that means for you. If you need to take a time out from the chaos of the world, I did post on YouTube and I'm going to post it on Instagram, a little 7-minute breathing meditation. Just to go just below the surface of the water into the deeper depths of into the depths of ourselves, like going a little deeper and tuning in. So if you think that might be helpful, it's like 7 minutes. You can find it on Instagram, or it should be somewhere in the playlist on YouTube. So you also have the new moon in Cancer on June 25th. So this is a really powerful time for you, Cancer, to set your intentions. Your intentions can take you through the whole year, but really invite yourself to get specific about the things that you want. Forget, if you concentrate on the things that you want, so don't worry about what you don't want. Focus on the things that you do want, and then there'll be no space for the things that you don't want. It's kind of how energy works, right? Whatever we focus on, that's what grows. If we focus, all of us in general, if we focus on things that we don't want, those things start to take center stage. If you focus on things that you do want, stronger relationships in your home, maybe you're redecorating your home or buying a new house, which is really exciting, especially with Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter expands everything, so Cancer, you might feel a little squeeze. You might feel like you've outgrown your home situation and it might be time to move on to a new home. So don't be surprised if that comes up for you, Cancer. Again, honoring yourself, nurturing yourself. Again, your home is your safe haven, right? We get into these protective shells and that is your safe haven. So decorate it, make it beautiful, make it a minimal home if you prefer minimalism. Add some ornamentation if that feels better for you, but whatever makes your home feel like your sanctuary, that's what you're going to be doing this summer, Cancer. So let's start your cards, right? We're going to start off with the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians deck, and we'll see what guidance. So what guidance does Cancer have for the summer of 2025? So Cancer, you are the first sign of summer. The very first sign of summer. So like, you're just kind of like the renegade here. You are the first water sign of the zodiac. You are the first sign in summer. So sometimes, for Cancers, that can feel like a lot of responsibility, right? But it's fine. You have this. So let's see just what kind of guidance, what gods or goddesses or guardians are, guiding you through this summertime and beyond that. This is a reading for the summer, but readings are endless. So the energy of the readings could actually go much longer than this. It could go into the whole next year. So make notes of anything that is sticking out to you. And this is a general reading for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. So if something doesn't come out now, it may come out later. Nematona, safe space, right? And we just talked about your home, making that your sanctuary space. Look at that. Out in nature. Green for the heart chakra. So let's see what this says. I love this for you, Cancer. This is probably actually the perfect card for you. But let's see what she says. Create a refuge for your spirit. Protect your boundaries. So, Nematona, as Lady of the Sacred Grove, was worshipped by the Nemetes, or Germanic Celtic people of the 1st century BCE. Her name derives from the Celtic word nemeto, meaning sacred area or sanctuary. This magical feminine guide watches over the sacred groves that are central to Druidic spiritual practices. To the Celts, the Nematon was a holy wooded enclosure where Druid rites took place. In modern Druidry, Nematon also means a personal boundary or inner safe space. Goddess Nematona cultivates the spirit of home and sanctuary both in our surroundings and deep within us. Places where hawthorn bushes and ash and oak trees grow together are especially sacred to her. So if you have any ash or oak trees, or if you have furniture made out of ash or oak, now I'm in New Jersey, so oak trees are very abundant here. So let me see, and it says, be quiet and listen. Someone else had that card earlier today. For Nematona is leading you into her sacred grove. I'm bringing you safe and sacred space, she says softly. Your scattered and uprooted energies want a place to call home, both within and without. Do your best to make your dwelling a haven for the soul, no matter how small or temporary your living space may be. If your home hasn't felt secure, call on me to help. Your aura, which is your psychic safe space, can be sensitive to everything to which it's exposed. When it gets overloaded with the weight of the world, retreat to your sanctuary. Meditate and ask every energy that's encroaching upon you to gently leave. Protect your boundaries without guilt. I may soon lead you to a powerful sacred sites where ancient trees, stone circles, or outside temples provide changing encounter with the divine. Sanctify your space and put down roots. You belong here. Okay, and that goes back to your focus is on family and home, right? Creating sacred space. This card is absolutely beautiful. If anyone wants me to do a screenshot of the card and send it to you, just let me know. We'll go into the Moonology deck and just see what lunar cycles are guiding you into this in this summer, right? Heat, expansion, sunlight, playfulness, joy, being unencumbered. a little free-spirited, a little out of the comfort zone for our Cancerian friends. But yeah, let yourself be a little free-spirited now, right? Why not? So let's see what moon phase is guiding you here, Cancer. And you have new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. So let's see what this says. Again, Jupiter is in your planet and in your sign for the next year. Jupiter's about expansion, which means expansion is change. So take a deep breath, Cancer. You're fine. Take a deep breath. And let's see. New moon in Aquarius, open up to change. Look at the beautiful pinks. Big changes are forecast, but you need to let events unfold with as little steering as possible from you. Sometimes you just need to take a bit of space from a person or a situation. If you know you've been too emotional about someone or something, this card offers you a chance to cool things down. A rational, even slightly aloof assessment of your current circumstances is called for. Allow for things to develop. Try to think of your situation from a different angle. This card is especially good for signs of matters related to friends, networks, a wish coming true, science, tech, or online dating. They don't sound like they go together though, do they? Call upon Archangel Uriel, the most cerebral archangel. So Archangel Uriel is really good when you're starting your intuitive and psychic development. He is one of the leaders in that, and you are a very psychic and intuitive sign. So when when things start to feel like they're a little overwhelming and a little too much, call on him. He's fabulous. I worked with him when I first started my yoga journey. Well, I should say he worked with me. I didn't call on him. He just kind of showed up and said, all right, I'm here because you're going through something completely different. We're going to pull all the junk out and we're going to throw it in the air and you're going to go through shit and then you're going to be fine. I'm going to give you understanding. Sometimes that's how it goes. What does the tarot hold for our Cancerian friends for the summer? So call on Archangel Uriel. He's very calm, but he's also very direct. He's going to take you right through it, and he's going to give you all the answers along the way. You have 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Man, you're not wasting any time in between. You are going, once you start, let's see what the rest of the cards hold for you. Once you start, you're going straight there. It's almost like this line of vision opens up for you and you see this really clear path. That's what I'm getting. But let's see what the rest of the cards hold. And again, this is opening up to change, right? And still being in a safe space and creating a nurturing sanctuary for yourself. And honoring and nurturing your own self. You have the Devil. 7 of Cups, 1 card face down. This is very interesting, Cancer. But I think I kind of know what's going on here. But let's just let the rest of the cards make their way out into your reading before I... 10 of Wands. This is very interesting. Okay, I'm going to push these cards back. Oh, and by the way, for you, I'm using an ocean jasper. This is such a beautiful stone. So I decided to pull this out for you. Some grounding, some ocean energy. 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands. a little fiery, a little spicy energy for our Cancerian friends. In a fun, playful way, though. Although you do have a Ten of Wands, so we're going to get into that. Of the Tower on the bottom. So, your Moon card, New Moon in Aquarius, open to change. Be open to change. So things are going to start changing. I don't really feel like, let's see what the rest of the cards say. I don't feel like this is a major shake-up or upheaval for you. I believe that this is something you are ready for and have been contemplating or even planning. It's just getting yourself a little out of that comfort zone, right? Leaning into your internal sacred space. So we have two cards face down. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, your face down card, Queen of Cups. You pulled your own queen. I mean, what is this? What is it? You pulled your own queen. I think it was Gemini pulled their own king. Like, you pulled your own queen. I mean, really. The theme is, again, open up to change, getting out of your comfort zone. Because for some of you, what you consider as your comfort zone isn't really comfortable. It's just, maybe just what you know. It's what you've explored. There's unexplored areas for you to go. So just because we're in a place and we feel like it's comfortable, it really isn't. It's just what we know. So getting a little bit out of that comfort zone. Once you start though, once you start to, you've gotten a safe space to trust yourself, and you know change is coming because Jupiter is going to make it happen, right? So this card could be, although this tends to look like a really dark card, but it isn't. This could resemble Jupiter, which is expansion, right? And the Tower is expansion. Technically it is. It's shutting off the old, bringing in the new, and making space for all the new. So this could be a nod to Jupiter in your sign for the next year. Once you start, Cancer, you're going, you want this happiness, right? You want this joyfulness because you want to feel safe. Your shell, your home is your sanctuary, right? Creating safe space, creating a sanctuary space. This is where you're going. You're like the queen of your kingdom, the queen of your life, the queen of your home and of your family. So you know what you want. You want to feel good in all of it. You have the Devil, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Wands. Okay. This is what's coming up. And this is, again, this is a general reading. It's not for all of our Cancerians. But some of you, this is really going to resonate with. I'm getting the feeling that you've been afraid to dream. Right? You've allowed yourself, and I say you, we all allow ourselves to stay in the position we are in for however long we are there. Because of fear of moving, from fear of what we don't know. Because we think we're in a sanctuary space, but we're really not. But I kind of get the feeling some of our Cancers are doing life, taking on a lot of responsibility for life themselves. Like they feel like they're doing the work for everyone. The Ten of Wands, right? There has been a lot of work, but there's only one person here tending to the field, or tending to the crop, tending to the passion, tending to the energy. So some of you may be afraid to dream of this because it's a lot of responsibility. It's easier sometimes to stay where you're at. than to dream, because what if the dream is yet again you're doing everything without any help? I don't think that's the situation here for you. We have one card face down. We'll lean into that. That may have been your past or your perception. This is where you're breaking free from. Keeping yourself small. Afraid of the dream. Being the only one. Look at that. There's only one person. Look how much work that they've had to do. And you've done a lot of work over the years. But I think you've been doing it for others and not for yourself. I'm feeling that you're doing it for others and not for yourself. That's where this taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself comes in. Safe space. This is your own self-nurture. You've been taking care of everyone. And once you realize that you don't have to do it alone, you have a celebration. You've gone, oh, wait a minute. This is what I want. I don't want this. You want the reward of this, but you don't want to be the only one doing it. And you don't have to anymore. For some of you, there's going to be new relationships coming in, Cancer, that are different than what you've had. They're going to be nurturing relationships. They're going to be relationships that hold you up and elevate you. And they're going to say, you don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to have charge of everything. You can take a moment. You can let me in. Let's create a life where there's play and there's joy and there's celebration, where we are moving through the portal, taking our celebration through the portal into the sanctuary and safety and comfort of the home that we want together. You've been dreaming about this, Cancer. You've been dreaming about this for a long time, wondering if this is even possible for you. Because you've been heartbroken in the past. Look at this. You've been heartbroken in the past for people who didn't show up and do the things that they said that they were going to do for you. So it was easier to stay here. It was easier to limit your dreams and have them so far beneath you that you couldn't even get to them. You're doing everything on your own. That's coming to an end. For some of you, it's going to be a little uncomfortable. For some of you, it's going to be a great surprise. And for some of you, you're going to be going, this, and this. This is the dream. Sorry. This is the nightmare. This is the dream for you. Let me just pick up this card that fell down. Because you are the queen of your own domain. You're the queen of your own life. And you're going to allow yourself to live and celebrate that. So let's pull our other deck and let's see what else the cards hold for our Cancer friends, because you're really getting a little uncomfortable. They are outgrowing that shell, whether it is the physical shell of your home, the protective shell that you put around your heart and your emotional space. You're outgrowing the things that kept you small because you have things to do, Cancer. You've got a life to live. You have people to let in, people to trust, and people to say goodbye to, or situations of those people, or the result of past relationships that didn't work out. You're going to say goodbye to that result. So let's see, what else does the tarot hold for our Cancer friends as they find this new place within themselves, this place of safety, this place of knowing and trusting. And yeah, there's abundance, but this is an abundance of love. This is abundance of intuition. New beginnings, the Fool, the very first card of the tarot. The very first one, the Fool. You're on the edge of something big. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. There's a lot of generosity coming your way. There's a Ace of Cups. Loving yourself. Page of Wands. Enjoying the journey. Page of Swords. learning new things about yourself, learning new things about the world around you. I mean, really, once you let go of maybe not the relationship you had, but the result of the relationship, or the heartbreak of the relationship, or whatever it is, or the deception of the relationship, then you're off to a new adventure. Look how these cards are like light and airy, all of them. They're all light and airy. And this looks a little dark, right? This looks a little dark. Even this has a dark undertone to it. Ace of Cups. Self-love. New adventure, new journeys, a whole new beginning for you, seeing life in a whole new way. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. You're comfortable. You're building a comfortable life where you are generous of heart, generous of spirit, and generous people are making their way into you. Page of Wands. Look at that. Who doesn't want to be dancing out in the desert, just having a good old time, right? This kind of partners with the Four of Wands. Look, they're all having a great time. They're all just celebrating life, and that's what you're being called to do, Cancer. You're loving and nurturing yourself. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about yourself and your life in a whole new way. Cancer, you have a fabulous summer coming up. Let's take your final card in our Ascended Masters Oracle deck, and let's see what guidance is here for you. What other guidance is here for you? You have Nemetona in your sacred space. And we have the new moon in Aquarius, right? Being open to change. Let's see what other guardianship is coming your way. Yeah, Cancer, this is exciting. I love this for you. Our first sign in the summer. Our first water sign. So yeah, so maybe that's why I said earlier you feel like you take on a lot of responsibility, right? Or it could feel like a lot. But you don't have to do this all on your own. Yeah, you don't. This is great. Stay focused, Kuthumi. Kuthumi, stay focused. And let's see what this says. And I'll hold the card up again, don't worry. So Kuthumi, stay focused. You drew this card as a reminder to stay focused upon your intentions, desires, and priorities. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by short-term situations, dramas, or other people's demands. Keep a positive outlook about your dreams and imagine that they've already manifested into reality. Devote regular amounts of time toward your projects and priorities. Say no to distractions and you will see results. Be assertive with your demands. So distractions, right, would be the unhealthy things that we tether ourselves to. Be assertive with your demands upon your time. Keep promises to yourself. Commit to your priorities. Spend time each day devoted to projects that are dear to your heart. So again, spend time each day devoted to projects that are dear to your heart. And that's it, Cancer. It's a fabulous reading for you. I love this. And I know I say that all the time. But it's true. It's true. This is your reading, Cancer. If you want clarity on any of these cards or any of this situation, if you would like to schedule a personal reading to fine-tune this to your current situation, send me an email or put a comment in the box below. I think there's some kind of comments in here. Have a fabulous summer, Cancer. You're starting off the summer. You're leading the summer for everyone, right? So you're giving everyone globally, all the signs, inspiration and motivation, right? To be open to change, to nurture and honor themselves, and to allow life to unfold as it was meant for you. Cancer, have a fabulous summer. I'll see you next time. Sending you always light and love.